Welcome back. eSIMstudios YouTube channel have a very special case review for the S26 Ultra. This is the Crave case for the S26 Ultra. It's compatible with MagSafe. It's shockproof. You get extra protection with the dual layer case design, and they have a number of colors that you can choose from. Now you can pick this up on Amazon for roughly, I think about $17.99, right about $18. They get them to you ASAP. They got a ton in stock on Amazon, and they actually have a number of colors to choose from. They have a forest green, they have an aqua, they have a berry, they have a black, they have a navy blue, they have a slate, they have a blush, they have lilac, they have red, they have sage, and they have sand. Now, Crave was nice enough to send us over a couple of them to review. I do have, I believe it's the slate color and the berry color, and these are really nice. They have MagSafe. They are so nice. So I love Crave. This is one of the few cases, I'll mention this, I'm sure you've heard it before, I'll get a Crave case no matter if they send me one or not, just because this is probably the only dual layer case that I personally like and enjoy using, because it gives you a minimal feeling, but that dual layer really protects your device. So I actually use Crave case when I leave the house, when I leave the studio, I go run errands around town, I'm throwing my Crave case on my phone, and it has the MagSafe magnetic ring in there, so it fits perfectly in my car, goes with me wherever I go. So here we have the two cases. Let me move this S26 Ultra off to the side. We'll throw them in there in just a second, but look at these colors. Now, check these colors out that they have on Amazon. So you look at all these. You have the forest green, as I mentioned, aqua, berry, black, navy. That's typically the one that I get. I just like blue, so I normally get blue, but hell, these will do. I think I'll give this one to my daughter, and I'm definitely going to be using the gray one. Lord knows she needs a protective case, but look at that. Slate, blush, lilac, red, sage, sand, all those good colors, and they can get them to you overnight. So I'm going to put that link down below in the description box, but let's take a look at these Crave cases. So as I mentioned, I like Crave because they protect your device. That magnet in there, you can, if you hold it up to the sun or to the light, you can sort of see. Let me turn on my flashlight. You can sort of tell it's in there. Look, can you see it through? I guess you can't, but when I was outside recording the little clip of me using it on the phone, you hold it up to the sun, you can see it's in there. They just do a really good job at hiding it. So you're not going to have a big magnet cut out in the inside. They actually keep this nice little design in here, and it's for looks, but let's face it, it's also for heat dissipation. Little air vents, just enough to let some of the air flow behind your device. Not that it gets hot or anything, but it's just nice to see that in there. You never know, you could be recording 4K or 8K, whatever, 60 frames per second. Your device heats up. You're in South Texas, it's 107 outside. You know, that stuff, little stuff like that helps. But look at the detail. So you have the cutouts for your microphone up top. You have the power, volume down, volume up. Look at this. Look at these cutouts. You got S Pen, which works wonderful. You got speaker and you got power with your little cutoff mic there on the side. Let's examine the dual layer. So dual layer is, well, it's pretty obvious, right? It means two layers. And you can see here, now you can actually take this apart. It's not easy, but you can take it apart. I don't know why you would want to, but there's the ring right there. You actually have a soft inside. The inside is very soft. It's like silicone, right? It's squishy, it's soft, real smooth. And then you have the hard outside shell. Now, why does that equal total protection? Why does that equal the most protection possible? Well, it's like you get shock absorption with the soft inner inner shell, with the inner material. And then you have the hard outside shell. So it's like you get both, the best of both worlds. You get the soft inside, you get the hard outside shell, and that equals freaking total protection. Now, look at the camera cutouts. We're going to throw it in here in just a second, but let me show you. Look at all that protection they give you for your cameras. I mean, it's fantastic. Not to mention, it's very grippy. I don't even know what this is called. It has a graded dot matrix kind of feel to it. So it's nice, it's smooth, but it's grippy, right? It's comfortable to hold. Just absolutely, I love Crave, and I'm ecstatic that they sent some over. You have a couple of airbags in all four corners. If you can see through the camera here, you have airbags down there in the corners. Just absolutely wonderful. Let me show you what this one looks like up close. You can see it's nice, it's felt, it's soft to the touch, but grippy at the same time. And then let me show you this with the MagSafe in there. So wonderful. Now, I also have MagSafe here that we are going to test out, and that snaps on there very tight. So we will definitely give that a shot. But looks great, feels great, dual layer, and expect nothing less from Crave. Let's go ahead and slap it in there. It is. Is it flexible? It's a little flexible. Now, I like that, but it's not too flexible where you can bend it. Now, the inside is bendable, right? You can bend this, you can twist it, but that shell gives it the rigidness and just makes for extreme protection. Now, many of my viewers know that I hate bulky cases. I hate adding weight to the phone. I love these thin phones, and this did get thinner, but I hate adding thickness. I hate adding bulk. That's why I like Crave, because they give you the total protection, but they don't add weight, and it adds just minimum thickness. It's still able to attain that thin frame without adding any thickness. It goes in nice and easy. I always slap the right side in first with the buttons and just slap it on there like that. Boy, does that look good. Look at that. Now, it does match the black color really well. They have a lot of different colors that would match any color S26 Ultra that you got. Crave has got you colored on making it look nice and sleek. Let me move this to the side so it doesn't focus on that. Now, let's look at the camera protection, because total protection, that's a strong statement, and you know, they have to cover and or protect your camera sensors, because that's one of the main aspects of the device. If you drop it without a case on it, look, you run the risk of breaking one of these sensors, and that's not going to be fun. So look how much clearance this actually gets. This is actually quite a bit. This is a lot more than other cases you're going to find out there. So you're going to get a lot of protection. I've seen other cases, and they just don't come up and over the sensors that much, not as much as Crave does. So you're going to keep that sensor, those sensors, nice and protected. Now, let's check out these cutouts. So the cutouts are perfect. Like, they are absolute, if I can focus here, the cutouts are absolutely perfect cutouts. Look at this. S Pen, we'll give that a try here in a second. You got your speaker and your power, and look at that, nice big cutout for the mic. There were some other cases that actually like halfway covered the mic, and I'm happy to see Crave here leave that wide open for the mic right there. You definitely don't want to cover that, especially if you're recording content, shooting videos. You want that wide open so you don't get any audio block. But let's try that S Pen right there. It's actually very easy to push. This is so easy to push, you don't even have to use your fingernail. So if this is covered up, the easiest way to remove it would be, barely stick your finger, you get the tip of your fingernail on there. Well, this one has a decent sized cutout where you can just use the tip of your finger. See how easy that comes out? No struggle, Nothing at all. Nice and easy. Comes in, comes out. Now look at the clearance that is down here on the power speaker. You see how much material? See, it comes up a decent amount away from the border, from the mid frame of the phone. And that's key because you're going to get the more material, the more protection. So they're not skipping you on protection at all with this dual layer case. Now let's look at the, let me throw this berry color on here and we'll look at screen protection here. That looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Let's look at screen protection. So you're going to be covered very well on the display. Now this does not have a glass screen protector on there, but if you add a glass screen protector, this case, the lip of this case is still going to come up and over that display. So you're not going to have to worry about the screen making or screen protector making contact with the surface if you lay it down on anything. You're going to be covered, and the glass screen protector does fit. So I've tested a few glass screen protectors and posted videos on my channel in regards to them. And all three of those glass screen protectors worked perfectly fine with this Crave case. That's one thing you have to worry about with other case companies, is a lot of them are not a perfect fit. A lot of them, when you put them on with a glass screen protector, when you snap it on, it'll essentially lift up that glass screen protector. I can confirm these cases, these Crave cases, work with any glass screen protector and or film. It's not going to lift it up when you put it on your phone. I shot a video or two with glass screen protectors and used my Crave case when I left the house. So I know they work with the glass screen protectors. You got that nice, small but precise cutout for the speaker at the very top. And then as you can see, total protection 365 degrees around that display. Shall we test the wireless charging? Let's do it. So, got my wireless charger here plugged in. Snaps right on there. And look at that. It's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere at all. Very strong magnets in there. And it sure is. Sorry, my camera was out of focus, but yes, it is charging. So just an absolute home run, dependable, stylish, tons of colors to choose from, and protection, because that's why we're using these cases, is for protection, right? Well, the dual layer is honestly the best protection you can get for these devices, is the dual layer. And you can definitely depend on Crave to provide you that protection. A little background information: I've been using Crave cases even before I had this YouTube channel, right? I've been using Crave. I think I purchased my very first Crave case for the Pixel 3 XL, which is going back, what are we on now? 10? So what, 7 years? I've been using Crave cases, and I've had this YouTube channel for 3. So that goes to show I've found a case that I like, and I always buy it no matter what phone I get. I always grab me some Crave cases for my protection, right? For my protective cases, as I mentioned. Leaving the house, you're running errands, you're going to SeaWorld with the kids, you're going to a park, whatever. Crave is coming with me because I can depend on it to keep my devices safe. And I'm really happy to see them have some really neat colors, and I'm really happy to see them provide outstanding protection, as I knew they would for this S26 series. So if you're interested in any of these cases, I will provide a link in the description box down below. Go ahead and click that link and check it out. Find a color that would suit your needs and would make your S26 Ultra look a little more stylish and protective. Crave has got you covered. So I do appreciate the time. Let me know if you got any questions in regards to these cases. Absolutely fantastic. So you can always depend on them. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.